probably with a dollar. Then they're like, oh, inflation, why not, right? Great. Hey, it's break the gas. It looks like it's 3D, right? It's not. It's fucking fun. Hello. You know, I'm not seeing very many people here. Oh, there's a group. I'm not sure. Wait, it's looking pretty scanned. Should we go to the Ferris wheel? No. So, after waiting in line for 3 hours because the line was just so long because the demand for 50 is so high, we are now stuck on the Ferris wheel.
Hey, they gonna keep you on the Ferris wheel till they get enough photos claiming that the Ferris wheel is full. They just say, hey, look at that. Hey, if we can keep the Ferris wheel stuck, that way the line won't move, and we can get all these photos talking about how big the demand is. Hey, I see y'all. Stop it. Get some help.
So, we've got a lot of stairs here. When you talking about stuff, I don't really know what. I think we stand out for a certain reason.
Yeah. And not because you called yourself an N on your shirt. But that would have been another reason.
We're going to go to Utah. BOP, we have to hold it down. We're going to go to Utah. No, we're going to Kansas. The boat? No, we have time for that. Yeah, we're already going, so let's look at a boat. We're going to Kansas. Oh, there goes Kansas. There you go. Had a great time, didn't you?
I know that look. We all know that look. We see another one of us with that look. We know exactly what it is, but I didn't need to be told. Wanted to get the vibe of going to Trump State Fair, but didn't want to drive all the way to D.C., so I just went and stood in an empty field. See, he's smart. Yeah. Hey, now you got the vibe of listening to Brooke Rollins. It's exactly the same.
From the internet provider that stands out for speed, now even our name is faster. G-Fiber. New name, same team, and same extraordinary experience. Check your address at fiber.google.com.
That there is nothing like being on a Zoom call, filling out a soccer, Venmoing the church contribution, the tithe for the week. Yes, having the president call on my cell phone and being able to smile through it all. I mean,
Imagine working your way up to becoming a Secretary of Agriculture, and your job is to hand out apples to the man. Like I said, Trump, he just dragging everybody down with it. And I ain't gonna stop it. Trump, I don't think people in the administration is a sufficient draw. Now, you saw how they did Stephen. Yeah, try and get you some celebrities. Before you came out with your feelings about the country.
Y'all, I literally laughed so hard at this video of Bachelor alum Maddie Pruitt speaking at the Great American State Fair.
And say, I have chosen the right gate. Will you? No, we love you. We praise you. And it's in the name of Jesus.
Her husband.
Pray. Amen.
Listen, I have major problems with a lot of what Maddie stands for and has said, but I will give her props that she even went out and spoke in front of this crowd at all, because it's hard to get up there when you're expecting a big crowd and hardly anyone shows up. I have driven hours before to go and speak about my book and Christian nationalism, and just a handful of people show up. So listen, I get it. But I also didn't have the president of the United States like promoting my event and the government sponsoring it. This is 100% a Trump fail. And her fault here is that she agreed to do anything that is related to Trump at all. Because I'm pretty sure I have more people in my house right now than are at the Great American State Fair.
Now, just so I'm clear, she chose to promote Trump propaganda and associate herself with MAGA. At this point, given everything that's happened up to this point, only for it to come around to be a shameful display of her own level of popularity. You love to see it. You really do. You really do. You really do. This got to be worse than not being on Bachelor. Being on Bachelor.
Yeah, these prices have been chucked. This is a baptism.
Yes.
Can I be baptized as a Muslim?
We baptize in the name of Jesus. Yes.
Not even a little bit thinking.
If you would like to experience Jesus,
If I live myself in here, I will experience it.
yes, we ask you. We baptize in the name of Jesus.
Hey, Trump, you got to get you some influencers to combat that. Hey, get your own people down there that can combat truthful information that's coming out.
I mean, look, you guys, it's over 90 degrees, and look at everybody milling around. There's a lot of people here because this is from 4th Street to 4th Street down here is the World Cup FIFA fan zone. Then you go from 4th Street all the way to 14th Street is the Great American State Fair. This is enormous, and so people are inside, outside, milling around. There are thousands and thousands of people here, so thank you. Anyone who says that this hasn't had attendance is just trying to sabotage. This has been amazing. It really has.
Hey, she didn't know she was video recording at the time. No, she thought it was audio recording. She thought it was audio recording, and she could just put up some B-roll later. She didn't realize. We've all done that. We've all recorded by mistake and then put it out, showcasing how embarrassing this administration is. We've all done that. We've all done that. But hey, he didn't go handle that well.
Karen, I mean, the president and his allies have taken over the events and the planning of them. When it comes to crowd expectation, though, we're told that the aerial image of the crowds from his rally last week enraged him so much that he ended up deleting them.
On Great American State Fair, the aerial image of the crowd from his rally last week enraged him so much that officials ended up deleting them. I don't blame you there. There's a lot of comparisons that I've seen in comparisons to Obama. I've seen in comparisons to Woodstock. I've even seen comparisons to COVID. We should have had. You know what? So everybody likes music. So why don't you get some musicians down here and that can really bring a crowd?
Oh man, I just saw new footage of what the state fair looks like today. Oh, this is very embarrassing. Now, you don't know this about me, but I sang in bands all through my 20s and 30s. I was a singer. I know small crowds, but this, oh, this is so bad. This is movie. kind of thing that would have me reviewing my life choices very closely. Oh, everything he did just purely does. He is a beast.
She was irreplaceable, wasn't she? She sure enough was. She sure enough was. Hey, watching that broke my soul. It sure enough did. I feel a partition from within me. My soul has been partitioned away from my body, and I gotta check on it. Like it's really, that's nuts. You know, they say every time somebody badly covers Beyonce at the Great American State Fair, an angel loses its halo. That's a fact. There was a single lady listening to that who took her ring off. I think Pete Excess military just got out of formation. I couldn't have embarrassed myself anymore if I was a boy. And how about this? Of all the covers that you wanted to hit on MAGAFest, you decided on Beyonce. You know, the woman who appeared on stage with Kamala Harris. Could you have done anything less appropriate?
Kendrick.
Good afternoon. My name is Jordan. Hi, my name is Joe. I'm Ethan. I'm a certified technician. I'll be working on your vehicle today. Front brakes are right around 30% life, so I will send you a quote for that. Find that your left rear tire has 80% life left. Left rear suspension's in good shape. Your service writer will be with you shortly, and I thank you for your time.
Every clap on beat. Now they quote your tweets. Say you did it too much. Say you're not that guy. Who get off now? But the six about to break you back. About to break you back. In these comments. In these comments. The irony of white people performing songs by black artists for a crowd of racists is wild. Thought black music and culture was ghetto. That's not Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's Pebbles ceiling fan in Flint with no steel. Hey, we got to replace Pebbles. She didn't deserve to be brought into this. She did it. This is what happens when you add raisins and apples to the potato salad. See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because raisins and apples in the potato salad could make a better sound in the bowl is what I just heard, honestly. They make a better sound when you're eating them with your mouth open than what I just heard, if we're being honest. Ain't nobody laughing. Hey, Scraping bottom of that ball, ain't nobody you can come up with. Laura Trump, my friend, nothing. Oh, y'all do got Flow Rider down there, don't you? Roots with the Fur. Flow Rider is rocking the Great American State Fair. Flow Rider, the only performer left from an original announcement of the Great American State Fair lineup, took the stage and drew a very white crowd. Y'all sure about that? A number of posts on X framed Flow Rider as a Great American State Fair performer. The community corrected that by pointing out his concert is adjacent to the fair, not on the fairgrounds. The event is independently organized, even though it's happening during the same week and in the same general area. Misrepresenting who is performing for them. That's crazy. Y'all sure y'all didn't want to include any open mic performances out in Virginia that was happening at the same time? Man, I wouldn't have thought y'all would have stooped to anything like that. You know, again, from Brett Stern, why isn't that dummy Acosta on the National Wall tonight to tape another video about how nobody is here? And included the whole screen and the caption where clearly they were watching soccer. That's the DC FIFA Fan Fest. It has nothing to do with your dear leader's dumpster fire of a state fair. Now, why would you not think it was more embarrassing and quite an admission to have to perpetrate a crowd? Why would you not? Honestly, that's what happens when you dismantle the Department of Education. It really is. You get stuff like that and stuff like this. From Gumber Eagle and people leaving Gavin Newsom's California in droves, by CA, for more taxpayers not funding your bad ideas, made with Grok Imagine. Man, you left the tag on your propaganda. You left the tag right on your propaganda. And you can't even take it back. That's a shame. And here's one more thing. You know, it always gets worse with y'all, man. Like a month ago, which he said he loved, but at least he's consistent with his target demographic.
Morning so slow and no one's wishing us good. We're outside more, doing random activities, even speaking in other trips. And I started thinking, why does this feel so right? And then someone on my phone must have heard me because I stumbled upon PayPal. I had to partner up with PayPal Powered School so that we could talk more about this. Get this, it's a tuition-free public school, but from home, with real state-certified teachers, and honestly, just a safer environment for learning. And the fact that it's flexible, that part got me. I don't know, maybe it's just the family time at home talking, but has anyone else ever felt like this after having your kids home for a while?
Folks, today is a highly important show. Today, we are going to uncover the real murder of Charlie Kirk. It's time. We've been working for months on a deep, detailed investigation. It's not what you think today.
I don't like Boss Guy. I love Boss Guy.
Dang, Flow Rider. You said that? That is long. And then you turn right around and perform at the Fan Fest, embarrassing all of the mangas. Hey, I gotta whistle your work. I honestly gotta whistle your work. You gave us a good feeling. You absolutely, you a wild one. Honestly, he a wild one. Hey, Moscow can't handle him. They sure enough can't. Fox 5 in D.C. just interviewed this guy at the Great American State Fair. His wife is with the EMTs due to heat exhaustion. Wow. Well, I certainly hope she's okay. You know, considering how qualified everybody associated with this administration is.
Megan, you were just over in the medical tent being treated. Tell us about how you're feeling.
Now I'm fine, but previously, none of these booths have air conditioning. I don't know what happened, but I started seeing stars.
Oh, really?
And we went to the tent. There's a religious tent because that's the theme for today.
Yeah.
And they had a pool. They're baptizing people. What's that God? Well, he said, do you want to get in?
That's what y'all was using that fool for. That's what y'all was using that fool for. Boy, you can't even do that in the church. That's what y'all doing on the mall? Using a bat? I know she said she saw stars. That was more stars than Trump saw, because he was asleep during the whole fireworks display. That was, you saw more stars than him. Hey, you could tell him what happened.
Yes, I think I did. Okay, I still do what? But I went to the medic tent. They took care of me. I still got one of these towels. They filled me with electrolytes, but good.
Folks in there for sure.
Oh, they're wonderful.
They are
absolutely excellent.
DC Fire helped you out.
Now, how about that? DC Fire had to come and save the day. And if that isn't a message, congratulations on being saved. You know, a second time. What do you think of all this?
Not much.
Not much. And
I've been to state fairs all throughout the United States. This is terrible.
And how so?
It's a program-length advertisement for the president.
Hey, Trump, you're not going to want to use him. Yeah, go to the next one.
Interesting. It's very interesting. I've never seen anything like this before, for sure, in my 27 years of living in Virginia and living near the DC area.
And does anything jump out at you?
No, nothing.
No, she ain't gonna work. She ain't gonna work. Well, we have yet to hear anybody say they had a good time. I mean, except for the one lady who had heat stroke.
There's no cows. There's no sheep. There's no goats. It's not a state fair without animals.
There's a butter cow, I'm told, at least in Iowa.
It'll milk by tomorrow.
I heard it's a Cheeto. The world's largest Cheeto is supposed to be down there. That's what I heard.
I'm totally underwhelmed. It's part political. That arch over there is, I think, promoting one of Trump's vanity projects. I compare this to the Smithsonian Folklife Festival that they do every year, which is wonderful. Really, talks about different cultures and countries. This is so bland, but I had to come down and see it.
In multiple stages at the event were largely empty. Hey, that's a man after my own heart right here. Because when I hear it's a train wreck, I want to see it too. That's why I watch Tubi. When I hear it's a train wreck, I want to see it too. I'm with you. Hey, that's where Let 'Em Fight came from. That's exactly where Let 'Em Fight came from. Hey, Trump, they dragging the arch. They dragging the arch. Now I'm gonna have to take a look at it after what I heard. Some updates on Trump's arch at the Great American State Fair. Hey, Trump, what's that? Is that you got gold plating on the side, or what is that? You put mustard on there for the summertime? What happened? Trump, hey, are these the same contractors you use for your hotels? You ain't found nobody better in 20 years? LMA on Trump's arch at the state fair is falling apart as then Antifa caulking terrorists are out of control. That's a good point, Trump. That's a good point, Trump. Is this vandalism right here? Somebody, it was a vandal that was in the original construction crew? Is that what we're going with? Did you hire Antifa Inc. to construct it in the first place? Is that what happened? I need to understand. Get the FBI on it or something. Get Janine Pirro. She don't got nothing to do. She just did the sandwich and she did the reflecting pool. This is right up her alley. Going with who was the sabotage, the caulking on the arch. That makes a whole lot of sense. Wow. And you know what? When you find whoever is responsible, why don't you see if they might be able to mock up adding you to Mount Rushmore? Ain't that what you wanted? I I think they can put that together. With the way they did this, I think they can definitely put that together.
Dive into endless fun on Playgamma. Hundreds of free, no download games, no annoying ads.
on Food Grow Show. Let's talk about the smartest and best ways to water your grow. And if you're already doing the smartest way, isn't it already the best way? The smartest usually equals the best way regardless.
Food Grows is for educational and entertainment purposes only. All our content is legal and complies with YouTube community guidelines. So there.
I don't know. We'll always do things the smart way. Or, yeah, I don't know. That's tough. And Rambo, is the smartest way always the best way? Or is the joy in the journey?
I don't recognize the term smart. I don't believe in smart statement.
The joy's in the journey, brother. Yeah, right? Rambo, that's a lot of food, bro. That is a lot of food.
Oh, he's sitting there very
happy Saturday morning, everybody. Yes, we're also going to get down on THC beverages and cannabis lounges. Not just the beverages, the lounges. Another state has allowed lounges and consumption to happen outside. So I want to talk to the GC about what that should look like. What does it mean? Yes, what does it mean? Dude, what great, man. That is beautiful wherever you are. Good question. That's, my pops has good landscaping, but I'm in Central Valley, California, where it is basically almost triple digits, like when Scotty's down in Costa, and I'm actually on an assist. My dad got shoulder surgery. He just came down to be a helping hand, so that's why it doesn't. Very cool. Hey, do you have any CBD down there? We did go to the dispensary. We did get some edibles. He likes edibles for sleep. He currently takes only 5 milligrams, but I'm convincing him with the shoulder surgery to up that. And we got an edible with a 1-to-1-to-1 CBD to THC to CBN. I wanted to get that CBN in there as other edibles didn't to see if that CBN cannabinoid really does help them sleep more. So kind of like a bust. I will shout out to our mutual friend Tara, who unfortunately found out yesterday she needs a knee replacement and she is in terrible pain. And I went over and got her baked. And it was one of those things where I'm normally the guy that smokes the joint down to the core. Yeah, I kept on being like, you want any more of this? It was just me and her, a big old joint. She was like, yes, yes. But she was her. You know what I tell people about dental work or surgeries, be like, man, at least it's 2026. At least you didn't find this out when you were living in the 1700s or some shit. That's exactly what I said to her. It seems to be the only positive thing I can say. You know, because it's 2026. You got this. Not nearly as bad as it used to be. Before we hop right into the automated watering, I always like to give myself the street cred what's going on in my grow. And it's kind of funny because just the other day, my wife in the kitchen is like, we should put that big carbon filter back up in the garage grow room before Keith lets you know that it smells. I'm like, honey, I only have one plant. I have one plant. It's about it's in a 3-gal. It's about 60 days in. It does smell the grow room, but here's a quick grow talk on it. I use a dual hose AC. And those dual hoses AC, they do spit out smell, man. They will take smell from your grow, not a ton, but enough to where it is a precaution that you should know if you're going to hook up one of these dual hoses AC, you're going to get funk on the exhaust side. Hey, dude, give me 1 second. I got a phone call. Hello? And this is, dude, one plant? Come on, you used to be cool. I'm at the beginning, and this is what happens. I'm at the beginning of my first perpetual grow. So this one plant is going to be harvested in about 10 days. I have 2 plants in there behind them, but they're not even fully budding yet. So there's 3 plants typically, and eventually will be 4. But I'm not going to go over 4 in my rotation because it's summer. I only have 2 lights on. I'm chilling, but 4 plant perpetual rotation. You have a single plant, single hose AC is the issue? No, dual hose AC. So it pulls air from outside, goes through the motor to cool it, and then goes back outside so it doesn't screw up my CO2. The problem is it's not all perfectly sealed, like the odor is getting through it. Yeah, there's going some air in there. What about putting a small carbon filter on the exhaust? No, I'm going to put a carbon filter in the grow room to scrub. I already have it. That should do it. I mean, you really don't want to mess with just a little 8-track tech talk quickly. Extending or restricting airflow on a dual hose or even a single hose AC system, they're pretty particular on how they're supposed to run. So be careful of that. Yeah, it's true. They're supposed to pull a certain CFM of air over that motor to properly cool it. To be able even to set up, back in the day, I would set up drip system or ebb and flow, but it was something that would water multiple times a day, and we can get into it because if you want the highest performance, they start measuring shot, what do they call it, shot amounts, which is how much they're given each time, and then total amount of water per day, and they spread it out, and that is by far the highest performance gardening you can get.
That's what the Grill Fire Farms. He finished second DGC last year and won the hash bash.
Yeah.
And he was growing into 1 gallon. Insanity.
Yeah, with a bunch of sugar, 15 times a day of just basically a shot or two.
So yeah, you're right. And I'm fighting an uphill battle here. The past maybe 2 years I've been growing in straight cocoa. It was a slow transition. I went 50 peat, 50 cocoa, more cocoa. Like, dude, I love the cocoa out. And if you're a cocoa grower, like, automated watering is definitely the way to go. You miss something, like you said, you become a slave to it where it gets stressful. Like, oh shit, I know right now my plants need water. So let's talk about the first one. Top heating is the easiest setup. Set up drip systems, gives you maybe the most control. Like, you said, as much as you want is more than any given site.
Well, yeah, if you want to regulate the shot amount, is that what you would call it, Flambo? Yeah. Sounds about right. How much you are delivering each time that you could do that with a timer. As long as the timer has seconds, you can get a digital timer that goes down to the second. So I think they're just doing that. You can definitely water stress the plants and totally control them that way. Oh, yeah, they are cheap, man. I don't know how much that timer that goes down to the second would be. Probably under $50, right?
If you guys are doing it with your own system, your own pump, and you know how to build shit, cycle stat timer is what you want. It's very easy, on and off, turn knobs, or as many cycles as you want. I got a link in here. Scotty's the type of guy, he's going to go to like a site like DripWorks. DripWorks, you can build your own, you can pick your own different emitters, gallon per minute, different size emitters that you will know when your pump's running. You can just do the time calculation, how much water your setup's getting. Right? Yeah, super easy.
Yeah, this isn't like we invented this for crops. There's people that do this all day, with acres of greenhouse. So if they can get them to perform, 20% faster, that's 20%, more inventory that year. So this is a science. Absolutely.
Yeah. And and Scotty gave me shit when I first got this. I'm running the LaPot. Dude's LaPot right now. On Amazon, there's a bunch of different. You grab check this out. Yeah, so that green box there is a diaphragm pump, like an air pump. So it actually sits in your water reservoir. And this thing says it can do up to 20 plants. I wouldn't try that. I'm doing it on up to 6 right now. It comes with the drippers, and then within the app, it's dope. I can see its history. I know yesterday during the lights on it, water 12 or 15-minute cycles, 2 15-minute cycles, or each which on other ones there as well. I recommend if you're building a drip system, get adjustable emitters. Get turnstile knob, and yes, we'll adjust the water quick. Some plants might want to drink more than others. For example, I have 2 5 gallons and 1 3 gal right now, so the 3 gal is getting less of a drip. And it also has a sensor that will let you know when the reservoir is out of water. So this thing's cool. It's $60 from Amazon. I'm not usually pumping Amazon. I shouldn't say that. There's some good shit on there. But I'm going to do some more testing for the DDC, Scott. I know you like to make growing easy, and this one system is pretty damn easy to set up. I have it set up to a 6-gallon reservoir right now. Working good.
Yeah, I should have looked at it before I made fun of you, dude.
Well, it's called LaPot. You probably start there. I mean, if you want to go full, one of the other advantages we missed as far as you say you're in complete control of automated watering, drip watering, is that the nutrient availability. What's that?
It's cheap. I mean, to get a pump and a timer and hose is under $100, and you can automate it big time.
Yes, and then today's notifications, be notified if we can get even further, because this thing is awesome as well. AC Infinity has a moisture sensor. Other companies have them. But the moisture sensor, if you tie it to the AI controller, that will keep it perfect. It just, forget about your cycles that you need to set, or what time on and off.
That is when you're...
Yeah, it's going to know. Granted, some people will say if you have different size containers in your grow, 2 gals, 3 gals, that's not going to work.
The sensor. Why? How come?
Well, because once you put that in one plant, so it's going to sense what one plant, and a lot of times, if all your plants are 6 5 gals, the same strain, they probably all need to be watered at the same time.
Hey, Rambo, you got a sensor for each plant, right?
I'd probably just dip into each one, but
hell no, man.
No, very cool. Check out any of their gear, Coach Grows over there. It is cool, man. There's no excuse this 2026 to affordably automate your grow. It used to be 10 times as much, 100% more to get this shit done. Now it's super affordable and cool. So I dig it. Well, let's get into what you do, Scotty. What do you call it? Do you call it bottom feeding, or do you call it
bottom feeders, no, sip buckets. That's just a sub-irrigated planter. And I was thinking about this morning, about how you always learn, Rambo, you always learn that plants can't sit in water. The easiest way to kill a plant is to let it sit in water, because they can't breathe. The roots have to breathe. And it is counterintuitive, but it turns out if they're only sitting in a little bit of water, and then there's an air gap between them, they're able to sit in that water because there's enough surface area to depth to make it so, I don't know, it doesn't kill the roots. And so there's a whole bunch of them.
We get avoid stating that negative bacteria, that anaerobic or that stinky funk when you have that air gap. At first, I was pretty amazed that seeing sub-irrigation plant systems sit in grow rooms at a grow room temperature. Like, dude, those roots are going to rot. Because I started as a hydroponic grower, and we were taught water temps need to be probably below 70 best, right? We'd even run them at 68, get water fillers and shit. But it's not true in this system.
I am very surprised. I've been messing with these things for years. I look surprised, don't I, Grandpa? It's ready. You can show me. You show the real buckets. Yeah, that's a lot of development. The DGC actually helped me develop them. I'll show you the air gap, though, if you can go back, Rambo. And I'll show you what makes a sip bucket. There's a bunch. Autopot has a really good sip bucket. See how they're chained, they're daisy chained? So you can daisy chain as much as you want. So that's what, I seen Autopots with one reservoir. I don't know if they can have that or you can pull them up. But it's cool when you can daisy chain a bunch of buckets together, 30, 40, whatever you want. It's only one reservoir. It's nice, makes it easy.
Yeah, another simple way to do this, Grandma, if you can throw that trade grow link there, producer Red Weasel on Real Deal.
Yeah, it's interesting.
He says, I'm basically crippled in one leg and plant maintenance can be difficult at times. So I've automated my grow to the point, listen to this, I only have to be in my grow 10.5 hours, hands-on time entirely my last site, 10.5 hours.
That's insane. See, look, hold on. You see that float valve there? So everything just relies on that float valve, and as long as you keep that one moving part for that whole system. That's pretty.
And you guys see the line, just like you do with your buckets, Scott. The line going in there, that is, on Red Weasel's case, is attached to a 50-gallon reservoir. So, you could chill. It only runs 2 7-gallon pots in that system and a 2x4 tent. That's a neat setup. It's a super simple setup. He even has, which this could be a debatable subject, his dehumidifier pump cycles back to fill off his reservoir. I have another grower buddy that did this, and he barely needed to add water to his grow. It's like the whole ecosystem. Really cool.
Yeah. He's got to get lazier. Man, he's got to put a float valve in his reservoir and hook that up to the city water. And believe it or not, it's very easy to do.
Shout out to producer Dickens as well. Honorable mention to Blue Mots. Some people say they're hard to dial in. They're not that hard, and once they're dialed in, man, Blue Mots are freaking awesome. They're cool.
A lot of moving parts, man. A lot of moving parts.
It's pretty solid state. If you have it hooked up to your house line like Stinkums does, you don't even have to have a pump. It's just, automatic. You do have to get a pressure regulator that will take your house pressure down for the system. You definitely want to, and they have instructions and all that. But I hear you. Living soil growers love them to keep even moisture.
Definitely, man. There's so many ways to do this. The last one I'm thinking is hydro. It still does make sense. That might be the smartest way if you're trying to grow you know what? It does matter. The best way and the smartest way, it matters what your goals are. Because if your goals are reliability, then there's the, best ways to do it, smartest ways to do it. If your goal is to grow the craziest fucking blowy bud, man, hydroponics is the way to do it.
Hydro is how I started. With hydro, you definitely have a couple more pieces. You got to have your pH dialed, so you can lock everything happen quicker things. But their systems can be pretty simple, too. I'll touch on quickly. One would be, shout out to DVC Kuzmas. He would be out of town sometimes. He had a 40-gallon reservoir, sitting on the ground with a lid. And in the lid, you have your holes for your 4-inch net pots. Fill those with hydrogen. Don't pump, just a bubbler. And the roots go down to the water. Super easy. And Grandma, I got an ebb and flow link. So people, how easy an ebb and flow works here. Yep. And I need one pump. Pumps up, Nothing can really get clogged. So these systems are super easy to use and easy to automate. It's just use the right nutrient, hydroponic nutrient, make sure you keep on your pH, and you're good to go.
Only issue with the ebb and flow is it needs a big reservoir.
Good point. Yeah, the smaller, I would say if you're doing hydroponics, think at least a 40-gallon reservoir. The smaller your reservoir is, the less buffer zone, the more pH swings you'll have, the more issues. So sure, good point. Good point. All right, Garrett. What's the best watering system for you? You guys know the show. Scotty's a sip grower, I grow in cocoa, and I'm going to be a top. I'm testing the top drip system fan. And yeah, but give us some comments below. How do you guys automate your systems?
Hell yeah, man. Nice, man. Dude's a top beater.
I am a hand water fetish, but I got to give it up. I got to give that fetish a. It's not as good performance, man. I go in there sometimes and they're way too dry.
I don't like the term they use for not for sip buckets. I refrain to the whole episode.
Yeah. Rambo, you're very mature. Oh, God, I want to do a shout out to our growing community. RealDDC.com, guys. That is our growing community. Over 8,000 growers over there hanging out. Scotty says the app is coming back. It's 2026. We have to have the app. So
we need We need the app, all right, Banner? Oh, but Banner's the guy that actually has to do the work. Do we need the app?
Of course we do.
Yeah, baby. Shave is coming here. Show Genie you real quick. Who is a cat? Who gave cat access to the site, damn it? At least he doesn't make me look crazy, Rambo, right?
Your arms got not that bony.
Yeah, man. I was going to say, your arms look great. In the internet, I am.
Hey, UGC producers, this month, we have 5 VIP goodie bags left over from the DDC Cup with a lot of goody shiz in it. Genetics, Sea Vault, from Sea Vault storage container. Oh, I can't even remember what all is in there, but check them out. Just go on the top of Real DDC. Producers, I already know what's going on. Click on Producers Only tab. It'll take you over to the giveaway. Thank you, DDC producers, for looking it up. You also get 30% off Real Growers. Don't forget that, man. Grower dividends, baby.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it looks like you get some ethos, you get a scope, you get a sea vault. I mean, that's a joke.
Yeah, Grambo.
I kind of want it.
And use coupon code Grambo and gets 20% commission.
Do I?
And y'all can come over to RealDDC.com for free or step it up, man. The $10 a month is huge for us. The backbone of our show. So thank you, DDC producers.
Thank you, DGC producers. Shouldn't have done the third dab, man.
Hey, you got some fire. You're dabbing your own prawn.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
It's my favorite stuff, man. It's my favorite.
Scotty said.
All right.
Oh, bye. Oh, Prohibition Report. I'm excited about this one because a lot of times they're called Prohibition Reports. I won't say are negative, but it's not like the greatest news. And this is good news, man. I think I like it. Infused drinks, cannabis lounges coming together, not just drinks, different lounges that you can smoke in, consume in, actual burn flower, not just vape in.